It is another beautiful day here on the homestead, and now that we have most of the framing done for the floor, other than the 2 plates that I got to put on the outsides here, we are going to continue putting our blocking in for our insulation. So we are making progress here and getting the supports for all of the insulation that we'll be putting in. But I gotta tell you, boy, my hand is killing me. Using the little brad nailer is really wreaking havoc on my arm. But yeah, we're gonna keep on plugging away and get her done. Well, I'm plugging away on our power shed. Jen's over here filling up our walking paths with wood chips. Kicking butt. All right, so we have all of our blocking in for our insulation, and the next step here is to start cutting the foam board. Now we are using 1-inch foam board, but we are going to put 2 layers so that we have a total of 2 inches here on the floor. The floor insulation is so vitally important for what this is going to be for, and that is for all of our solar, because we got to make sure that we are providing the best insulation and the best opportunity for it to stay warm in the winters. Now we found this past winter that the battery box that we currently are using, which is right there, definitely worked, but it's simply I can't access the batteries in the wintertime, and I really do need to be able to monitor the batteries, and so this shed is going to house them, and it's going to keep them warm. Fingers crossed, right? And there's the foam board. So the installation of the insulation is going pretty well, and we actually figured out a really cool way to cut this foam board as opposed to using a razor blade, and that is using the skill saw. Now obviously using the skill saw changes things a little bit in the sense that I can't use the normal wood blade. So what I've done is I actually changed to a smaller tooth. Now here, I'll show you here. So this blade here has a lot more teeth on it. So changing that blade allows us to get a much cleaner cut on this foam board. And you can see right here what I mean by that. It's not too bad. It's a little getting used to, I guess. But yeah, seems to be going in pretty good. So we're gonna keep going. All right, so we are back at the build site. I originally had planned on putting 3/8 floor on. Don't ask me why. I'm not the smartest one in the bunch, I know that. It's not gonna work. So we went and got 3/4. So what I'm going to do now is take this 3/8 off, and we're gonna put that 3/4 on it. So you might be asking yourself, why am I wearing this hat? Well, it's black fly season. Well, it's at least the start of it. And they are ruthless and brutal. So now that they're starting to come out, gotta be prepared, you know. Right now, they're not so bad, but in a couple of days, maybe even tomorrow, hell, maybe even later today, they're gonna get pretty swarmy. And then you really can't be outside without a hairnet. It's just, they're just too bad. They're terrible. So put some peppermint lotion on. It's supposed to help repel them, but we'll see. So it's been a long day, but we finally got the last of the floor insulation. Jen's just sweeping it off, and then we're gonna put the last piece of flooring on it, and then we are done with the floor. Thank goodness. This has been quite a project, just getting the floor done. But you gotta remember, I got no construction skills, so this is all new. That's the biggest floor I've ever built. It's square, and it looks good. At least I think it looks good. Think it looks good, hon?
Looks good, and if it can hold my butt up, we're happy.
We're happy. So, all right. We're gonna go ahead and finish this up and call it a day. We're ready for dinner. Really looks amazing. All right, so now that I have my floor all done, the next step here is something that I should have done when I first built the frame, but I didn't. That is going to be putting plates on the side. So I'm going to run 2 more 12-footers, 2x6s on the side. Typically, I would have put it right up against this one, and then the subfloor would go on top of it. Unfortunately, I didn't cut it that way. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna run my 2x6 level with the subfloor. That way, when I put my wall up, I can put my wall on top of the 2x6 plate here. Again, I should have put the runners, or I should have put the plates on before, but I didn't. So now I gotta go back and do it again. Lesson learned. There's a lot of them. All right, so now we've got the 2 plates on the sides, which is exactly what we wanted. It is relatively level with the subfloor. So when we build the walls and stack them up, they will actually sit right here. So, and speaking of walls, that's next.